Hi fashion designer and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video on how to draft a pattern for a larger cup. So over here I already have this pattern which is around 42 to 43 inches, and that is the bust cup. And then I'm going to show you again how to calculate your band size. For this particular tutorial is going to be around 41 inches, which is the band size. And if you want to know how it is done, make sure that you give the tutorial a good thumbs up and let's get started. So I am going to be working with a bust measurement of around 43. So I'm going to divide it into 4 and it's going to give me around 28 centimeter by 28 centimeter. So now what you need to do is to divide the square into 4 equal parts as shown here on the screen. As soon as you're done, you need to go ahead and label your line in an alphabetical order. This is very important, so for reference. Now the next thing you need to do is to calculate your bust dart. Since the bust dart it is different for everyone depending on your bust measurement, I am going to divide the line between G and F into 3. And the measurement that I find is going to be 3.5 cm. So I'm going to place 3.5 cm on F on one side and also to the other side. And in inches, this dart is equivalent to 2.5 inches wide. Now once you're done, you want to go to point I. Go down, if you're on a larger size, go down by 1 inch or 4 centimeter, 1.5 inch or 4 centimeter for the bigger bust. If you're on a lower bust, go down by 1 inch. Now once you're done marking this point, you want to go ahead and create the dart by connecting it to the 3.5 that we have marked. I'm going to be using the curve ruler here because I want this line not to be too straight but a little bit curved. Now let's move on to point G and E. To point G, you want to mark around 4 or 5 centimeters from in a 45-degree angle. And then also on a point E, you want to do the same. You want to move up by 5.5 centimeter or 5 cm. Okay, 5 cm or 5.5 cm in a 45-degree angle. Now once you're done doing this, I'm going to take my curve ruler now, but before I do that, let's create a dart here. On point H and point D, you want to implement, now divide point D and E into 3 equal parts like you did on point F. So it's going to be 3.5, and also on point H is going to be 3.5 going down. So now what you want to do is to connect this 3.5 to point I, and also that other side on point D, you want to connect it to point I. So you've already created your lower cup dart. Now you want to close down the dart onto the side. From that 3.5, you're going to connect these 3 points together. Just like this, and also onto the other side, you want to make sure you connect these 3 points together. Now you are done creating the lower cup. It's time to move on and draft the upper cup. For the upper cup on point D going up, mark around 3.5 cm. Now on point H, we are going to mark up 2 centimeter. Now you can ask, how did I come about that? You're going to measure A to H in half, and then on that center line, you're going to divide it again into 2. Right, so it's 2 points. So on this point here, we're going to call it H2. You want to divide H2 with H, and you're going to mark this point as H3. So H3 is going to be around 2 point, from H to H3 is going to be around 2 centimeter. So from that point now, you need to reconnect it back to point I. Now again, onto this side is going to be the center front, and this one is going to be the side front. Now on the side front, you want to reconnect the 3.5 to point I, and then you want to go ahead now and create your neckline. Now for the neckline on H3, you need to go up a little bit by 2.5 centimeter, and then go in again by 1 cm from that point. You're going to connect it like this, and then once you marked, we're going to go ahead and create our neckline. Now on point B, I am going to go down. Now the reason why I go down here by 3 centimeter, depends how much higher you want your upper cup to be. So you can go as low as 4 centimeter or as high as 6. So you want to connect these 2 points from the 1 cm to that point we went by, the 2.5 cm we went by on point B. Now to create the armhole on point D, you want to go up a little bit by 3 cm or 4 cm, and then connect it, right? Mark it first, and then before we connect it, you want to go again to point B. From point B, you want to go towards point C a little bit by 2 centimeters. Go in by 2 centimeter or 2.5 cm. Now doing this, you want to move the neckline a little bit to the side. That's why I marked 2.5 cm. Now once you're done doing this, you want to reconnect the armhole to that 2.5 cm that we have marked. And just like that, you have created your armhole. And don't forget to note that this cup is for size 42 to 43 inches bust measurement. To create the bridge, make sure that you measure the center front cup of the upper cup. Place that measurement on point H, right under point H, just like this. And then on the outside of the box, you want to mark 1 cm right next to point H. Then mark this line all the way to point G. So once you have marked the 1 centimeter, as you can see, the bridge is already formed. And this side is the bridge of your bra. So you want to go ahead now to the cradle. You want to go in on point E. Depending on the shape of your body, I will suggest that you go in by 1.5 centimeter or 1 cm. From point E, you want to go ahead now and measure the side front of your upper cup, and then add to point D. So the side front is actually 4 centimeter. You want to add it to point D, going up just like this. Where the lower cup starts, that's where you want to implement. But if you see that the side front is a bit higher and it passes point D, you can go ahead and add that to it. So as you can see, this marking went above point D, which is okay. So I'm going to take my curve ruler and just blend in the line. Once you're done doing this, this is how your cradle is going to look. Now you want to connect these 2 points that you've marked on point D. You want to make sure that these lines, they blend very well. And just like that, your cradle is formed. Now you want to go ahead now on point G and add your elastic casing. So depending on the width of your elastic casing, mine is 2 centimeters, of which is the one I'm going to be adding on point E and also on point G. So for a little bit of alteration, if you find that when you wear your bra, it lifts on the center front, these are the changes that you can do. Right here on point G on the elastic casing, you can go up by 1 cm. And then you reconnect it back to the dart leg or to the other side of the elastic casing. Just like that, your frame and your cradle is complete. Now for the band size, there is going to be a little bit of calculations. As promised, you will need to take your bust measurement and your under bust measurement. You're going to subtract these two, which is mine is 43 inches and then 37 inches. You're going to subtract these two, which is going to give me a 6. Now, in order to calculate your band, when the number you find is an odd number, you need to add around 5 inches. Now, if it's an even number, you need to add 4 inches. So where do you add these numbers? You're going to go ahead now and add them on your under bust measurement. For example, you need to take your this is going to be a new under bust measurement, of which is 37. Now remember that 6 is an even number, so it means that I have to add 4. So 37 plus 4 is going to give me 41. So that is your new under bust measurement. So you're going to take 41 divided by 4, which is going to be 10 inches. So this 10 inches, I'm going to place it right here, right over here on the cradle side on point E. That's where I'm going to place the 10 inches or the 23 cm. And then mark a straight line just like this to create a bend. Now the width of the end bend, it depends on the hook and eye that you have. So if your hook and eye is 6 inches or 6 centimeters, add 6 centimeters. Now once I'm done, I'm going to go in here by 6 cm again, and then also I'm going to mark going up by 7 cm. I love this bend style because it provides support. So once you're done, now you want to connect it from that point D all the way to your end bend. So once you're done, at this point you can cut this as one piece, the bend piece and the cradle joined together. But if you want to separate these two pieces, you want to go ahead now. Before we finish, let me just mark here. I went out by 2 cm and I'm just going to reconnect this just to shape the end bend. Now going back to the bend again, if you want to separate these two pieces, you want to go to point D and mark 2.5 cm, and also right at this point on point E, mark 2.5 cm and connect the two. And just like that, you have separated the band from the cradle. So I went ahead and I cut out all my pattern pieces. So once you're done cutting all your pattern pieces, please make sure that they do fit on the cradle. As you can see, the side front actually fits very well on the cradle, and also the center front of both the lower and the upper cup. Make sure that they do fit on the cradle. I went ahead and I added seam allowance. For the lower cups, I added around 0.5 seam allowance all around the cup. And as for the upper cup, I've added seam allowance all around the cup. Now for the neckline, depending on the type of elastic you're going to be using, if it's a picot, add 0.5. So I went ahead again and I joined the bridge and the cradle to form a frame, which is going to be one piece. On the inside, I've added 0.5 seam allowance. These also include the side except the bottom. For the band, again, this is one thing that you need to take note. The The band should be cut on 20 or 30% stretch. This sign is actually to show you that it could be a 4-way stretch or a 1-way stretch, but it must be 20 to 30. For this, you can either use spandex or lycra. You're done. This is how you want your cup to be. This one is mine, which is 38 inches cups. So I took the pattern, which is 40 to 43 cup size, and I'm going to go ahead and sew the cups together. At this point, it's very important to do this so that you will know if you want to make any changes on your bust cup. If you have reached this part of the tutorial, please do not forget to give it a good thumbs up. Now, once you're done, this is how it will look. I'm going to turn it the correct side just to hide out the seam. And as you can see, this is how your cup should look. So I'm going to join the cup with the cradle, and just to see the full part, the complete part of the bra, how it will turn out. So I'm just going to make sure that I pin it down just like I would be doing when I'm using fabric. Pin it down, and once you are done, you want to go ahead and sew around the frame, attaching the cup onto the frame. And this is how your bra should turn out. I actually have a tutorial showing you how you can sew this bra on fabric. I'll post a link down on the description below. As for me, see you on the next one.